formation of his Roblox army. The army was split between two major distinctions, the legions and the paramilitaries. The legions were like regiments, each having their own number assigned to them, and each had their own officers. The paramilitaries, on the other hand, were a bit different, and as we'll find out later, they were pretty important in the story. The urban cohorts were pretty much like the police, who would patrol the Roman Parthia game, cementing control over the civilian players. There was also a small navy, known as the Classis Italia, and the Lictors Guild, which was a group of guards in charge of keeping senators and important people safe. And finally, but most notably, the Praetorian Guardsmen. These guys would protect the emperor himself, along with his family. They were known for their heavy training and complete discipline. These guys would be on the game for almost 24/7, training and patrolling the game. They were dedicated to the empire. Along with the military, your Caesar and his council of senators would also craft a set of laws that players would be forced to follow, or they would face persecution. The majority of these laws are just outright discriminatory, and they would set an almost dark tone over this Roblox faction. But it was all a part of your Caesar's plan, his plan to have an ultra-loyalist group of people. In an uncovered Trello page, we are able to take a glimpse at some of these laws that were enforced. Some of the more notable laws included a strict skin color guideline, which forced all players to have only human skin colors, from white to dark. However, players with a dark skin color were looked down upon, and even...
Just fuck. What the? They got race. They had race code in a Roblox game. Yeah, we are like. This might be the most lobotomized game of all time.
Banned from any positions of power. But another set of laws, known as degeneracy laws, were even worse. This set of laws.
Wow. This is just like Texas. Wow. Is this the main 3 rules you have to follow in Texas? No race mixing, no feminism, and no homosexuality, and no more abortion.
Worse. This set of laws was labeled as a way to outlaw all forms of degeneracy within the ranks of Rome. Listed as prohibited in the empire was the following: race mixing, feminism, homosexuality, and a pool of other things I just can't really say on YouTube. And surprisingly enough, this is really just the beginning. As your Caesar's Rome grew and expanded, it required more developers to maintain the games and assets. So he would recruit someone new, and his name was MathMinded. The first project that MathMinded embarked on was a game titled The Temple of Apollo. The purpose of this game was to document important events that happened during the lifespan of your Caesar's Rome. It gives us a glimpse into this community from the perspective of its leaders. The first mural within the temple is titled Hero of Rome. It showcased a man on a hill, being lit up by a beam of light. Above him are a set of figures. These figures represent some of the important...
I wonder if like in 2100, there's gonna be like a Disney movie made out of shit like. They're gonna make like a fucking Disney movie out of this stupid shit.
Gods in Roman mythology. According to MathMinded himself, the person on the hill is supposed to represent Mark Antonius, and how the gods supposedly chose him to build the Roman Parthia game. The next mural shows another man, possibly the same man from the previous mural.
So schizophrenia.
Now rallying a large group of people behind him. And the next mural shows a clear representation of your Caesar, now rallying an army of his own. The text Hail Rome appears next to him, but this next mural is definitely the most shocking, but it's going to help us unravel a part of this dark story. It shows a man ordering the death of another man, and the text above reads, Rope Day. The Day of the Rope is a reference to the white nationalist book titled The Turner Diaries. The novel depicts a story of an alt history America, where a group of white nationalists rise up, take control of the government, and start a race war, as it's called. They would gather people who they deemed as race traitors and kill them. The day of these murders would be referred to in the novel as the Day of the Rope.
Whoa. What's that?
Whoa. Day of the Rope. That's pretty shocking.
The budgeting app in base 44.
Guys. What?
In your Caesar's Rome, the Day of the Rope was an event they had organized every so often. A video taken from one of these events would showcase just how dark this group actually was. A group of soldiers would move throughout the map, chanting death to the race traitors as they marched. They would question civilians as they passed, and they would kill anyone who was suspected of being a race traitor. Although MathMinded had visualized these events in his Temple of Apollo, he wasn't exactly complicit. In fact, he had been accused of something that was completely unacceptable in Rome. He was, allegedly, homosexual.
It's like... Does this not give off anything? Does this not give off shit? Fucking... Yeah.
But when your Caesar found out about this, he did something unexpected. Instead of immediately removing MathMinded, he decided to reason with him. He had told MathMinded that in order for him to stay in Rome, he had to become, quote, red-pilled, and he had to take
God.
the anti-gay pills as
This just shows you that this language has been around for so long. It's all because of the fucking Matrix. It's not an internet thing. It's the Matrix. It's a Matrix reference. People forget that sometimes. Take that. God.
well, whatever this meant. Of course, Math-Minded wasn't exactly all too happy. The culture and the persecution against him had disgusted him, and so he would pack his bags and remove himself from this dark community.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be that easy for Math-Minded to escape. In fact, Caesar felt as if he still needed him in order to push this group forward. He was in need of the development that Math-Minded had provided. So he would do something. He would take things too far.
Too far.
Math-Minded sat in his home, knowing he can no longer be persecuted or harassed from this group of people any longer. At least, that's what he thought. Suddenly, the phone was ringing.
Now, like, if you're doing shit like this, I'm pretty sure this dude probably lives in like a Asmongold's house. He probably looks like he probably lives in some house like that in real life, maybe.
Who could be
I
calling?
doubt that anybody I doubt anybody who has a successful job is playing Fascism Autismo on Roblox. It's fucking...
This late. He didn't answer, but the caller had left a voicemail, so he walked over to the phone and opened the voicemail. What he heard was disturbing, to say the least.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message.
You think you can run away, but you can't. See, what's gonna happen here is gonna start dealing with consequences. You know those are coming. You know shit will hit the fan, and I really actually don't need you. But alright, if you wanna continue this game, you wanna continue it, just don't wanna participate, you don't wanna experience the goodness that is reward, be my guest. Continue. Stay gone.
It was.
Oh, that is so scary. Especially whenever this person... I don't know this guy in real life. He's just a person behind my screen. I'm scared.
Your Caesar, who had somehow gotten access to his home phone number. He had demanded Math-Minded stop his, quote, degenerate actions.
Well, if you said you're... So if the homosexual dude told him his phone number, or told him his actual name, this happened in, like... I don't know, like... I'm gonna assume now we're in the early 2000s, like, we're, like, still in the early 2010s in this fucking story. I'm pretty sure there were still phone books back then. He could have just looked his name up and boom, this phone book right there. Like, there's multiple, like, there's, even back then, there's still ways to look up people's phone numbers if you just tell them their name and address. It's not that hard.
And returned to Rome to help with development.
This is your friend. I'm just calling to check in and, call you a complete fucking, waste of time and energy. Because that's really what you are right now. And so I really been done. And, I know you're really busy,
Yeah, I'm scratching my chest right now.
Playing around with your, these degenerates. Whoever you play games with and, behind their backs. So, I just want you to kind of, fight your inner nature here and, come back and... work on something with me because, I need to work on this with someone who has higher IQ than... So, check it in. Bye.
But your Caesar didn't just stop after these voicemails. In fact, when Math-Minded logged into his Skype account, another surprise had been waiting for him.
It's been a long time since you abandoned me. Let me tell you something. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm gonna send you videos and voice recordings of myself cursing you in the name and your family and everything. You won't get a nice video message like this. Coming straight from my office.
I guess this guy really actually does live in, like, a somewhat decent place. Surprisingly. God. Well, it is messy. And, like, 2018, it jumped ahead that far. So this was, like, later. I don't think phone books were, like, a thing back in, like, 2018 or some shit like that, but, like, I don't fucking cares.
It's my office, by the way. This is the office of the Lego Rights Ministry. I've got my flag, as you can see. Thank you.
With Google Play Games, you can play unlocked. Unlock bigger screen.
One of the core and more memorable aspects of the group was, of course, its military. The organization and expectations of the legions were pretty thorough for its time.